Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, man. On Saturday, July 15th, back in action with the baseball action, man. And y'all know what it is. I got all the guys with me. I got a huge crew today. Everybody ready to help us make some money today, man. That's exactly what we do here every day on the Pig Dogs YouTube channel. So I'm excited. Love hosting the morning shows. Love talking with the guys. And I got a heavy hitter to begin us off, man. I got the king of YouTube, as I like to call him, Ron the Don, Mr. Rundown. What's up, my man?
Hey, Jay, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning, man. We're back in effect off of the break. Nice all-star break. You had a few days off from the rundown, but you're back in full swing, dominating the numbers per usual. How you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. I think this is a pretty tough weekend card of baseball. We saw yesterday a lot of the favorites came in. We'll have some doubleheader games for Saturday. I'm not really big on those doubleheader games just because we don't know officially who's going to be pitching in them until usually, right before the game starts. Sometimes we see some scratches. So we also have a suspended game because the Nationals-Cardinals got rained out. So, a lot of baseball. I think so 17 and a half games, you could say, on the board for Saturday.
Yes, sir. A lot of action today. I'm excited for it. We got some NBA Summer League today, too. I got to drop a video on a little bit on that. Constellation games today. And so should be a fun day of sports. Leading off with us, man. What you got for the people today?
Yeah, I'm looking at that Astros-Angels game. And, you guys know on the rundown, we always go over the numbers. We talk about the starting pitchers and, some of their, the blanket numbers like the ERA, but also talk about the expected numbers, XFIP and FIP and Sierra. But, although I use the numbers heavily when I do my handicapping in baseball, I also, watch a lot of games. And, Reed Detmers, I'm a little bit concerned with his game going forward. I watched his start back on July 2nd against the Arizona Diamondbacks. That was the best bet for me, the Angels on the money line in that game. And the Angels won that game. And Detmers, you look at the final line, 6 innings, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. Looks like he had a really good game. But I watched that start, and he was giving up a lot of sharp contact in that game. He had an 11-1 fly ball to ground ball ratio. It was kind of one of those games where I was worried almost every single pitch because I felt like the Diamondbacks were going to go yard almost every single at-bat. Carson Kelly hit a home run. He's not a very powerful or, good hitter in general. So he hits a home run on Detmers. It was a scary game. And then, he goes to Los Angeles against the Dodgers. And that's where I really have my concerns because we know the Dodgers are a very good team against lefties. Detmers struggles in that one, gives up 3 home runs, 7 earned runs. It was a 10-5 Angels loss. Now you're playing the Houston Astros, who you struggled against earlier this season, not too long ago, back on June the 1st. It was the 1st of June. He goes 5 innings, 4 runs in that game, and it was a 5-2 Astros win. The Astros do a really good job at limiting strikeouts against lefties. They make sharp contact. I think they'll be able to get to Reed Detmers for a few runs early on. And then Framber Valdez on the other side, he's Mr. Consistency. He's Mr. Efficiency as well. He's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, so he can go deeper into ball games. He's faced the Angels 15 innings this year, a .6 ERA in those 15 with 19 strikeouts. I think he pitches well here, even though the Angels have good numbers against lefties overall this year. Still no Mike Trout in the lineup. That hurts their team overall. I'm going to take the Houston Astros here at a pretty decent price on the road on the money line.
Stros got it done yesterday. Angels, what have they lost? 7 of 8, really struggling right now.
They were huge favorites yesterday. I didn't understand it.
I didn't understand it either. I was on the Stros as well. I'm with you. I could definitely see it. Framber Valdez is, I think he's leading right now the AL Cy Young Award race. I think he has the best odds currently, is what I should say. And I can see him getting it done in this one. Angels, me and Chris talked the other day. I definitely can see them taking a step back. And Ohtani probably will be shopped soon. So I'm with you. Some Stros should get this one done today.
Now, where do you think Ohtani's going to land if he is trade bait for the Angels at the deadline? Buster Olney was talking about the Yankees, and that would be nice to see. That would be pretty dangerous 3, 4, 5 hitters with Ohtani, Judge, and Stanton. But there's a bunch of teams that could certainly go for Ohtani. They have the players and the prospects and the money for sure. But what do you think? Where do you think Ohtani would go?
I think New York's probably 1, San Francisco probably 2. But I'm a little biased. I think my Rangers can put together a good package. I think we can put together a package. Will they do it in division? I doubt it. but I think we got, a pretty good package we can send them guys if they really looking for the best package back.
Those Rangers. I'm sick of hearing about them. They need to get relegated.
Yeah, I know.
I had a tough one. Yeah, I had the Guardians yesterday, and 4-0 lead. Usually good enough for a team like that with smart, manager and good bullpen. But somehow they lose 72-4 by the end of the game. But those Rangers, I'm sick of them.
Yeah, that offense, it's hit or miss, but when it's hit, it's top in baseball. So we got to see how they continue down the stretch. These Astros make me nervous. Baseball has run through Houston.
Experienced team.
Yep. I talked with Chris the other day. I am not sleep on Houston. I would not be surprised if they came back, won the division, and I would not be surprised if they went through the wild card and ended up in the World Series again once they get healthy. It wouldn't surprise me.
A chip and a chair for the Astros. It's just if they get in, they can do damage. And really, I think the American League's wide open right now. The National League, it looks like the Braves are the pretty heavy front runners, but we'll see. It's baseball playoffs just as much as any other professional sports playoffs. It's usually wide open. You just got to get in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ron the Don. What you got for sale for the people today?
Yeah, I got my $19 rundown best bet as well as my MLB evening winner. Had a small winning day yesterday. We went 1-1, but we cashed a dog with the Houston Astros. So looking to keep the winning going. We had a nice day at the end of the first half of the season. Looking to keep rolling here. It's a big Saturday card. Like I said, 17.5 games. So let's go 2-0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you joining me today. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. Continue to tune in to the rundown every day as you dominate the YouTube landscape, and talk to you soon, my guy.
All righty, Jay. Good luck, everybody.
Yes, sir. Ron the Don, man. Check out the rundown every day, man. I promise you, best information you can find. Next up. Money Man Mitch. What's going on? You're muted.
Sorry about that. Just yesterday with all those favorites coming in, just not good news for me. I'm a dog player. So I got when 12 favorites come in, or, however, I guess 2 games didn't make it. So out of 13 games, 10 favorites, 3 dogs, not good news for me, so we live to fight another day, and, built up a nice bankroll in baseball to begin with. And that's why you have it. You're not going to win every single day. And, we just got to win more than we lose. We're in it for the long. We're in it for the long haul. We're going to take it all the way into, football season. No, it's funny because, during football season, nobody talks about baseball on the weekends. Our baseball YouTube views go from, 4,000 a video down to, 200, and, everything's football. And then you get back to, Tuesday during NFL season. It's like, wow, baseball again, right? So we'll still be doing plenty of baseball during football season as much as we do now. And, we'll continue on.
Yes, sir. It was a good day for me yesterday. Trying to keep it rolling though. What you trying to talk about with me today?
Well, everyone knows what day it is for me. It's Kevin Gausman Day, and Kevin Gausman Day just means an automatic for me. Takes all the heavy lifting, all the work out of it. It's one less game I have to handicap, because when I see Gausman take the bump, I automatically take the other team. I don't even think twice. In fact, in most cases, I'll just go with the reverse run line, because that's where the big money is. You see Gausman, you always see a big number on him, but throughout his career, he's not a guy that has merited that kind of number. In fact, he's usually pitching out of turn because he's high in the rotation, and then the guy in front of him has usually let him down. So that's why he ends up pitching higher in the rotation than where he normally is. So he ends up in those mismatches, like last time out where he gave up 2 runs in the first inning. And let's face it, he did a masterful job to get out of the trouble that he was in, because it was looking like a 4 or 5 run inning easily, with runners at, in scoring position with less than 2 outs. In that, with 2 runs in, and he was able to get out of it, allowing just the 2 runs. But unfortunately for him, his team wasn't going to back him, scoring 0 runs in that one, getting no hit. And I think that, we've seen that a lot from Gausman throughout his career. If it wasn't for bad luck, there'd be no luck at all. There's certain pitchers that have this sort of luck throughout their career. Luis Castillo has been one of those pitchers throughout his career. We've seen this same sort of thing with, Mike Clevenger early in his career, where he throws a one hitter and the other guy throws a no hitter and the one hit was a home run. We see this type of thing with certain pitchers, and it is with where they land in the rotation. So as a number 2, he's fantastic, but as a number 1, he's overrated, not a bum, but really just overrated, overblown, overbet, and really one of the poorest values on the board. Today he's up against, perhaps a top 5 pitcher in all, and not perhaps the top 5, one of the top 5 pitchers in all of baseball. I was going to say perhaps the best pitcher in all of baseball, Zach Gallen, who's just an absolute machine. And it's like, if there's a guy who's going to throw a no-hitter with Gausman on the other side of it, this is the guy, right? I mean, this is the guy that does it. He's had sub-3 ERAs playing with some of the worst teams over the last, his entire career. This year, he actually has a little bit of help for the first time ever. But he's been doing it with nothing backing him up. And that's why his win-loss records aren't there. This guy's on the Yankees. This guy's on the Blue Jays. This guy's on any other team. He's minus 225 every single time. Can you imagine if he was starting for the Braves today? They'd be minus 450. I mean, that's how good Zach Gallen is, and expect him to make those Blue Jays hitters, which have been doing a lot of swinging and missing this year, do a lot of swinging and missing. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go with the reverse run line here with the D-backs. That's where the big money's at, and that's going to be my pick for today's show.
Now, Gausman's my guy. You know this. We talk about it all the time.
That's a tough guy to have as your guy.
I know. And he's hurt my pockets these last 3 games. He has losses to San Francisco, Boston, and Detroit. And then they got no hit against Detroit last game. So I'm kind of with you on the unlucky part. And I'm going to be honest today, another one of my teams, as I talked yesterday, this is a tough series for me because I love backing the Blue Jays, but I also like backing the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have been one of my money teams this year. And I got to fade my guy Gausman with you today. I think the D-backs do.
Well, let's look at his career. I mean, win-loss record for a starting pitcher is something that's out of the starting pitcher's control, right? It's a number that has nothing to do with the starting pitcher. Unless they pitch complete game shutouts every time out or, get bombed in the first inning. Win-loss really doesn't have a lot to do with them. There's a lot of factors that go into it. How many you see guys like Javier, who's pitching tomorrow for the Astros. He gives up 5 runs every time out. He wins like no one's business. Martin Perez, your guy, can give up runs. It's where he is in the rotation. But we look at Gausman's career numbers as far as win-losses go, and it's no coincidence that that I call him the worst luck guy out there. 3-5. 7-7. He had a 3.57 ERA that season. 4-7, 9-12 with a 3.61 ERA. 11-12. He went 5-3. He had a 2.87 ERA to get that 5-3. That's the type of stuff he has to do. 5-8, 3-7, 0-2, 3-3, 14-6 with the Giants. That's his outlier year, right? 14-6, 2.81 ERA with the Giants. Then back to business, 12-10 with a 3.35 ERA, and now 7-5 with an ERA just minimally north of 3. 3.03 ERA, 7-5. This guy is just clearly overmatched in the matchups that he gets. He's not a horrible pitcher, but I like him in the 3. If you got him in the number 3 hole, you got straight money, But it's like in this one spot, it just seems that this is the Kershaw spot. This is like the Kershaw versus Bumgarner matchups that we used to see. 2-1, 1-0. The Max Scherzer spot, 1-0, 2-1. You got to be able to win that 1-0 game, in order to pitch in that spot in the rotation. Gausman has never shown that he has the ability to do that, and I don't think he's going to do it today because that's what it's going to take, with Gallen.
Fair enough. And no, guys, it is Gausman pitching. It's not Bassett. It's Gausman today.
Oh, if it's Bassett, I'm doubling. I'm going minus 3.5.
Nah,
it's Bassett.
It's Gausman today.
I'll do the rod. The bib on. I'll put the bib on.
The Blue Jays need Manoah to get back in so they can get back to form, so their rotation can get back to work.
Right. Gausman as a number 2 is a lot better than he is, and that's what we saw in San Francisco last year. or 2 years ago.
Fair enough.
You know,
what you got for Celebrate Pick Dogs today?
I got a 1-pack, I got a 3-pack, and I might have a late pick as well. 1-pack. Like I said, yes, I haven't won a lot of games this baseball season. I mean, I'll be honest with everybody. It is what it is. Our numbers are transparent. We don't like just put up, plus all these units or anything like that on the website. We also show the record and every single pick that we give out. So there is no hiding, right, from what's going on here. I'm a 49% baseball picker. I mean, that's what I am, and I'm trying to get to 50%. I'm working my ass off. Maybe I'll buy Wayne's package or something. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get to 50%. And then and if I can still continue to show this large profit that I have without having to win that many games, we can all go 50-50. But if you can go 50-50 and win, if I have favorites going 50-50, I'm down 6,000 units right now. That's the difference. So it's finding the value on the board, taking calculated risks. You're not going to win. I've had a few days where I've swept the board with some of these big things that you guys have seen. I've had, plus 600, plus 800. I was down 2,500 units to start the season. I was betting more favorites than I was then. But since I've been doing dogs, you minimalize your losses, you maximize your wins, and you move on. But, the whole idea is that if you can have the maximum, I bet for a living. I know a lot of professional bettors. You don't see those guys taking the 1.5, and taking and laying odds. You have to maximize it. That's what it's all about, is maximizing. You don't play to not lose. You got to play to win, because the house, they already have an edge on you. So you have to play to win. You can't play to not lose. And that's what I do. I play to win. I throw bombs. I hit. You look at the guys who have hit the most home runs in Major League Baseball. It is the same exact list, not man for man, but it is close. Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. The guys who have struck out the most are the same guys that hit the most home runs. It is a mirror image of each other. Not exact, but very, very close. A lot of the same guys. Babe Ruth, Henry Aaron. These are in the top 10. So if that's my company that I keep, I can live with it. It's a nice list to be on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of baseball today. Got, like Ron said, 17 and a half games. So
we got another Showtime special tonight for the Spence fight or not? I think so.
I think so.
I love that stuff. I love it.
Closer and closer to the date.
Yeah, two weeks from today.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. That last one with all the Cowboys. I don't even like the Cowboys. I liked watching them on that thing.
Yep.
Jerry Jones is hanging out with Spence. It's like, this is not a real. And Spence is like, I grew up wanting to be on the Cowboys. It's like, I grew up wanting to be on the Cowboys, and now all these guys are hanging out with me. It's like Lord.
Yep. Yes, sir. Anything else for?
That's it, man. I'm just excited to bring it on home in baseball season. Jay and I, starting on Monday, we'll be having a football show. We're going to lock in the time. I'm not sure if it's going to be 3:30 or 4 o'clock. It's going to be around an afternoon show, because we're going to have an NFL show 5 days a week. And so it'll be Jay and I primarily, but we'll have guests that can come in from time to time. But as far as permanent people on the show, I believe it's just going to be us two. And then we'll have our Big Al will come in for our pick show like we did last year. We'll have other people come in and do it that way. And then we'll also have a college football show. I don't know who's going to be on that one. So, but we're going to have a daily college football, daily NFL. We're going to start packing in a little bit more programming. Jay will have his afternoon jam session. I'll go in with that. It's like, so we'll have we're not going to be a 24/7, but we have enough content that you can watch us 24/7. It's a lot of Mitch, though. Anyways, thanks everyone making a winning day. Not going to take up any more time because we got Eric Pathy, and that could take you well into lunch.
See you later, Mitch.
Take care, everyone.
Money man, Mitch. Next up, another OG, man. I'm going to bring in Brian Bittler.
Hey, how's it going today, my good buddy? Mitch forgot to mention his favorite player in the NFL, Trey Lance, making his return to the San Francisco 49ers this year.
Yeah, I know. we're gonna have plenty of talk with him about Trey Lance this year.
Definitely looking forward to football season after
Me and
last
you.
year. Yeah,
Me and you
solid
both.
year. Gonna move it forward.
Yes, sir. Me and you both. I can't wait to get a hat bet in with you this year too, as well.
I almost texted you last week. I forget which game it was, but I've been unlucky lately with these hat bets. I've been trying to get Romanelli into a few, and every one I would have tried to get him in on, I would have lost. So hopefully I got the losing out of the way. I'm ready to win a few hats from you this season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get him in for sure. We got a lot of baseball today. What you looking at?
Yeah, for me, I was thankful that the baseball season started back up again. 2-1 yesterday as I survived all those favorites cashing. But as far as free picks go today, I believe this is one of the strongest plays on the board. Could have been a premium play for me. I'm going to roll here with the Philadelphia Phillies in game one at a super, I'm not going to say super plus money spot, but a nice little plus money spot. Blake Snell going for the Padres has had 9 great starts in a row, but I'm still not going to buy into Snell because I've seen his body of work over the years. And the Padres' body of work on the road this year has been pretty bad, 19-24 straight up. I'm sure if you've bet every one of those road games, you'd be down a ton. Philly's very strong home team this year, 22-17. Taijuan Walker, I think he's comparable to Blake Snell today. Walker's had about 6 straight strong starts for the Philadelphia Phillies. And at this kind of plus money and the Phillies home record, Phillies have won 23 of the last 33 games overall, winning bettors 10.60 units at a 23% return on investment. So for me, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line today, game one.
Phillies. I feel you on this one. Taijuan Walker is one of my guys. I like him a lot. Blake Snell was his last outing against the Angels on the 4th, I believe.
He's had some tremendous numbers over his last almost 10 starts. So
he has, but the Padres, if there's one thing we know about this team, is they're wildly inconsistent. They're a below 500 team as it is. They have a ton of talent, but for whatever reason, whenever you think they're about to get rolling, they do the exact opposite. And I think the value in this game is on Philadelphia as well, Brian. So,
and it isn't a homer pick.
Yes, sometimes, but I got
yesterday I went with the Padres, so it's not a homer pick. With the Phillies, it's just Taijuan Walker. If he can go 7 strong innings for the Phillies today, I think they have a good shot.
Yes, sir. Philadelphia Phillies with the plus money seems like a great place to be today. What else you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today?
Well, off a 2-1 winning day yesterday with another titanium best bet cashing. My titanium plays 190, 139, and 1. That's a 58% hit rate on 331 titanium plays. You can get on over at pickdogs.com. And don't forget today, the start of Christmas in July, where you can get a whole year of my plays for just $999.99. Use promo code PICK for 15% off at checkout. You're going to get that for just $750. Last year in the NFL, 56% winners on the season, getting $1,000 better, a $9,270 profit. College football, 57.48% win percentage, $1,000 better, up $13,940. And this year, Major League Baseball, 55% winners with a profit of $10,180 on $1,000 better. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com. Take advantage of Christmas in July. It only goes for 2 more weeks. So make sure you take advantage.
Yes, sir. Hop on that. And guys, again, I'm looking at it. Taijuan Walker is pitching game 1 for the Phillies.
I'm pretty sure about that. If they changed that, it happened in the past hour or so.
Nah, he is. I just looked at it. Game 1 is Snell, Taijuan Walker. So should be a good one. I'm with you though. Philadelphia Phillies. Hop on with my guy Brian over at Pick Dogs Premium. Anything else before you get on out of here?
Like I said, I love hanging out with you guys on the weekend. I gotta say, Mitch is a little bit hard on Kevin Gausman in the Toronto Blue Jays. But
he always dissing my guy, man.
I can't argue with Zach Gallen though. That's one of my guys. I've been collecting his baseball card. I know this isn't a baseball card show, but I'm a big Zach Gallen guy, so it should be a fun game to watch for sure.
Yes, sir. Should be. Brian B, man, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, I see you tomorrow or soon.
Hopefully tomorrow. You guys have a marvelous weekend.
Yes, sir. Brian Bittler joining me today. Still got a lot of folks on the show, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's gonna be a deep one today. A lot of information, a lot of plays, a lot of money to be made. Who do I want to go with next? Anybody got a preference? Anybody need to go? Well, I'll just choose. In that case, I'm going to go to my co-host on the weekend show and on the morning show, Roof. What's up, my man?
What's going on, Jay? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Beautiful Saturday. Tons of baseball. Got some NBA Summer League as well. A lot of money to be made today. Off of a good day yesterday. I'm just trying to keep it rolling. How you doing?
Yeah, you got a lot going on your plate, man. I'll tell you, it's even when there's supposed to be nothing going on, there's still always something. But yeah, had a great day with the baseball yesterday. But,
Aren't you on the top of the leaderboard?
no, I'm up there, but not on top.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a great day yesterday. But again, it's one day, and that's the one thing I've really learned with baseball is that it's a day by day thing. So you just you can appreciate it for a couple hours, but then you got to realize there's just a new day of work ahead of you, and that's what we've got ahead for us today. So hopefully we can have some of the same success.
Yes, sir. What you got for me today?
For you today, I got to go with this match between the Giants and the Pirates. And, the Pittsburgh Pirates, obviously a team that started the season well. I think they won 20 of their first 28 games. And all of a sudden people were considering them the front runner to win the NL Central. But then the wheels kind of fell off the cart. And now we're sitting with the Pirates entering Saturday at 41-50. And as much as I can respect Johan Oviedo for being a pitcher that can eat up innings for the Pittsburgh Pirates in what's been an average at best rotation over the course of the season, again, the wheels are starting to fall off of Oviedo's cart as well. This was a guy that went 0-5 with a 4.91 ERA in 2021. Last year, a winning record, 4-3 with a 3.21 ERA. But in 2023, he started to look more like 2021 Oviedo. 3-10 on the year, a 4.75 ERA. And unfortunately for Oviedo, if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all because he's lost his last 6 starts, a 5.10 ERA in his last 7. More importantly, his last 2 starts, he's been absolutely rocked by the Dodgers and the Brewers, giving up combined 13 runs on 15 hits, strikeouts, and just 7 strikeouts with 5 walks over 11 2/3. And even when Oviedo, leaves the game, he hands the ball off to a Pittsburgh bullpen that's been one of the worst in baseball, basically since the beginning of June. I really just have no hopes for them here. Alex Cobb is a pitcher I like backing when he's at Oracle, but I still think that in this game, he's just a better option. I mean, he's coming off of 6 shutout innings at home against the Seattle Mariners, 7 strikeouts in that game. And can't forget, this is a San Francisco Giants team that has won 3 in a row, but also was a team that was running roughshod on teams on the road, basically from the middle of June on. I think at one point they had won 12 straight on the road or something like that. And, they still have the far better bullpen here. That bullpen has been what they've used to win a lot of games as of late as well. So I think you can trust Cobb to have a solid outing here. Hand off the ball to the much better bullpen for the Giants. And I think we get a win with the Giants here. But I'm not just going to take the money line. I'm going to push for the run line here. I think they absolutely tee off on Oviedo and get a win on the -1.5 run line, get us some plus money out of this.
Yes, sir. I definitely can see it. I had the over in this game yesterday with Rich Hill and crew on the mound. Pirates struggling. Giants have won 4 or 5. And like you said, Oviedo, the way he looks like an absolute fade. Cobb, I think he gets the job done today. I'm with you on this one. And y'all know I don't like coming on here agreeing with everybody. I kind of want to take some stabs, but got some nice plays that I ain't gonna lie, plays that I'm on, and I like this Giants a lot with you, Chris.
Yeah, the thing is, I know we talked about like division winners, you and I, a few days ago, and the Giants are, now that I look at them, they're kind of looking like maybe a scary dark horse in the NL West. I mean, this is even to only 2.5 games back right now. Obviously, we still have 70 games to go, but a team that if you had put a blindfold on me and just told me records of teams in that division, didn't necessarily think the Giants would be at 50 and 41 and only 2.5 games back. It just didn't feel like they're a 50-win team at this point. But again, it is what it is, and the numbers are what they are, and they've been playing well, especially on the road. Like I said, 24-19, and this is a Pittsburgh team that's 22-22 at home, where you're supposed to play your better baseball. So to me, it seems like a no-brainer.
Yep. I was telling Mitch earlier, I still got the D-backs in this division. I'm sticking to it. It is what it is. I think the Dodgers take a slight step back, and I think the Giants are going to be the ones on the outside looking in when it's all said and done. But would it surprise me at all if they were the ones that became victorious in this tight division? not at all. I think this is one of the tougher ones in all of baseball. I think both West are going to be tight down to the end. So, do you remember the odds for the Giants to win this division? Do you remember?
It was I can pull it up quickly. I know they were of the three teams that are really in the running in the NL West. The Diamondbacks, the Giants had the longest odds. But yeah, it was. Let's see here, NL West. Right now they're actually tied with the Diamondbacks, plus 500. The fact that you're getting the Diamondbacks right now plus 500.
Yeah, that's probably where I would want to be. I'm my money on the Diamondbacks, but I don't think the Giants is a bad place to be either. I wish they had one where it's like just Dodgers not to win it. I think that would be the best bet.
The thing I think about the Giants is that, and it's been sort of like this with the Giants, and you always have one or two of these teams that the Dodgers are going to get the recognition because they obviously have all the big names, guys like, your Mookie Betts of the world and your, JD Martinez, Freddie Freeman, stuff like that. But there's always one or two teams that have a bunch of above average players that just do their job well and win games. They don't necessarily need the star power. And that's what I think the San Francisco Giants are. They've got guys like Jock Peterson but he only plays against righties. But Blake Sable taking strides. Patrick Bailey's been a nice addition. Casey Schmidt. So these are just a bunch of guys that are just playing well, and that's why I think the Giants have a tendency to fly under the radar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quickly, that's game 2. Phillies Padres have 2 games today. It's a doubleheader. So Ranger Suarez is game 2. And Brian talked about game 1 with Taijuan Walker and the crew. But yeah, Chris, I'm with you, man. Should be a good day of baseball. We got a lot of action today, 17 and a half games. I saw you cook up yesterday. What you cooking up for the folks today?
Well, for the folks today, I got going to have a 3-pack on the board, but I also got my $19 pick-off play, hit 3 in a row with that, going back to prior to the All-Star break, so I'm trying to make it 4 straight here. But the best value, definitely going long-term, especially now that we're back in full swing. The month is going to get you an NFL preseason, and we're going to have Christmas in July coming up very, very soon. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining me today, Chris. I know we see you all the time here, every day, all day. And I know I'll see you tomorrow and throughout the week.
Absolutely, Jay. I'll be here. Appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, my man.
Chris Ruffalo, man. That's my guy right there. All right, I got 3 more folks. Should be a great show left to go. I'm going to bring in my guy, Hot Rod. What's up, Rod?
Not too much. How are you doing, Jay?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
I figured you'd be doing good. Your team came back and whooped these guys. They got out to a nice lead yesterday, and all of a sudden I turned around and looked. It was like, whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah. They had me sad. I ain't gonna lie. They had me sad earlier in the game. 4-0. I was like, man, this losing streak is just going to continue, ain't it? And then the Rangers that I've become accustomed to this season, the offense that I've been banking on this season, finally decided to show up at home.
Just decided to show up, yeah. Well, what's going to happen anytime with this Texas team? All of a sudden, they can go from scoring 14 a game to scoring none a game. So it's hit or miss these last few games for them.
Yes, sir.
But definitely a good return back to second half for them. A nice comeback for Cleveland. Guardians probably are like, yeah.
Oh, am I going to get there? They're going to be mad angle today?
Going to be mad.
Oh, man. What game are you looking at for us today?
We are looking at this game for us today is what we're going at. So for me, look, Gavin Williams getting the start for the Guardians in this one. And you know what? He hasn't been bad, but you look at in those 4 starts, who's he faced? He's faced the Royals twice and Oakland once in those games. He's 1-1 with a 4.4 ERA, but he hasn't pitched bad. So now he's got to go up against this juggernaut offense in Texas. Tough spot here. Texas batting .276 and 808 OPS as well. On the other side of the mound, you know, you got your buddy Heaney, and he's one of those pitchers. Last time we seen him, he gave up 7 the last time we seen him. And for me, Heaney is one of those guys definitely going to give up some runs. And you know what? I think Gavin Williams going against this Texas lineup gives up some runs as well. I think this Texas offense gets to him early and you get 2, 3, even 4 on him. And then when you throw it to the bullpens over the last 10 games, both of these bullpens with an over 5 ERA. So, you know what? I instead of taking a side, I kind of lean to the Guardians because we know what Heaney can do and blowing up. But I think the better play is go right back to that over. I think we get enough early runs, and the bullpens give up some runs. So take the over 9 in this one. I think we easily get to double digits in this one.
Hey, I'm with you on this one, Rod. Another guy I'm agreeing with on the show, man. But nah, for real. I do like this play. Y'all know how I feel about Andrew Heaney, as I say every time he's on the mound. I like my Rangers rotation. I'm going to be honest. I do. I think it's underrated this season. But the one spot that I wish we just had an answer for is Andrew Heaney, man. He just is a thorn in my side. And every time he's on the mound, you got to look at an over. He can give up runs in a hurry. And on the other side, we saw how the Rangers offense responded at home yesterday, a top offense in baseball. I definitely think they can get to Gavin Williams as well. So the Rangers, I think, could possibly take this game over themselves. I definitely think the Guardians chip in a few runs. And I like this over a lot.
I think 9 is way too light. Books are definitely not. This should be 9.5, even 10 in the books. We got to get over this total, double digits.
Yep, I think so too. What you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today?
And over Pick Dogs up to a nice winning day yesterday, 2-1. Hit another my 10-star play of the day, 32-14 on it over the last 46. So that's available singly. You can scoop that up over at Pick Dogs Premium, or it is included in my Saturday Sluggers pack, which nice 5-pack there. Plays I love today's action, or it's that time of year. It's Christmas in July. Grab a year pass. $300 knocked off of that pass right now. And if you use the promo code PICK at checkout, you'll save another 15% off. That works out to be less than $100 this year. So scoop it up. Christmas in July only comes around once a year, and now is the time to jump aboard if you're serious about making money long term. As you see, my 10-star play of the day is definitely making us money long term. Jump aboard. Let's make some money this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hop on with Hot Rod, man. My guy. Anything else?
And quickly before we get out, you know what? We're looking this in CFL. You know me, I love my CFL.
Yes,
it gives me my little bit of football kick before we get football back.
We're almost there. Almost there.
Almost there. A few more weeks to that Hall of Fame game, and then next, around the corner we'll see preseason, and we'll be rolling. And I think I seen a question in the comment that we're going to be rolling and betting preseason. I will be rolling and betting preseason. And I remember last year, I think Jay was leading the preseason last year. So to answer that question, I'm sure we will be.
Yes, sir.
But to look quickly into this CFL game, there's 2 today. This Ottawa Redblacks team is going to set a CFL record here. They're going to start their 4th starting quarterback in the first 5 games. Nick Arbuckle started the first 2 games, and he looked awful. They put in Tyree Adams, made his first CFL start, and got a win. But he got injured in that game as well. So now they're going to start another guy. Dustin Crum is going to get the start for the Red Blacks, and he's a rookie. Tough spot here for going against Winnipeg. I'm going to lay the 9.5 points there with Winnipeg and call it a day. It's just a tough spot for this Red Blacks team. Start, as I said, their 4th quarterback in the first 5 games of the season. Tough there. And then the other one is battle in the West with Calgary and Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan won in Calgary a couple weeks ago. 29-26 was the final in that one. And now you're in Saskatchewan. Tough spot for Calgary to come play. I know they, over recent history, they've fared pretty well in Saskatchewan, but not in this one. Go Winnipeg minus the points. Lay the points with Saskatchewan. They got the win in this one. Those are the two in the CFL I love today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hot ride with some CFL for the guys today. Can you do me a quick favor? Who do you look at for your starting pitchers? I'm seeing some conflicting information. I still currently see Taijuan Walker, Blake Snell, game 1 for Phillies, San Diego, and I see Ranger Suarez listed for game 2.
That's what I see too. And if they have changed that, let me just double check where I check out my starters pitching here. And you know what? On the MLB Network, I'm showing that Suarez is going to pitch game 1.
Okay.
And if you go back down here, let's just they swapped. Let's see. And they have Taijuan Walker pitching game 2 in the night game.
Okay. So
So
it looks like
from what I'm seeing on the MLB Network, that's what it's looking like to me. That they've switched it. That was listed.
Yeah, ESPN and CBS, I still see Taijuan for game 1, but hey.
And I'm looking at the I went and looked at the MLB.com and it says they've got it switched there. So I don't know. That's what I was figuring. I'm glad I stayed away because I was kind of like a Taijuan Walker game 1.
A note on that quickly. That's why Ron the Don doesn't really cover them in the rundown, because those doubleheader games, they're hard because they will
change them up. Like that, yeah. All of a sudden, they'll pull the starting pitcher and throw in another guy to hold the guy back and move it. Yeah, it's I try to stay away from those. I agree. Yep. It is Suarez game 1.
Yep. Shout out y'all in the comments, man, for hopping on that with us. Appreciate y'all, man. We're a community. Rod, thank you for joining me today, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jay. Always a good time here on the weekends with everybody. I know it's a packed card. Good luck to everybody today. Smash that like button. Costs you nothing. We appreciate everybody, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Catch you tomorrow. Hot Rod joining me today on Saturday as we continue to cook up some baseball. I got my guy Wayne Scott up with me next. What's up, man?
What's going on, Jay? What's going on, Pig Dog family?
Nothing much, man. We got tons of baseball action today. I got some summer league I got to cook up. I remember talking to you the other day, man. That summer league be tough.
Man, what? You're a brave man, man.
I know.
I lost a couple bucks early, and I'm like, that's enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, summer league's tough, man. We know the roster manipulation that goes on in the regular season NBA, and in the summer league, it's even worse. It's at an all-time high. So
they take a whole starting lineup out 5 minutes before the game. What you supposed to do with that?
What are you supposed to do? Exactly. Be what it be. Sometimes I try to tell them that, and I try to tell them, hey, I'm just trying to talk to y'all through the information that I do have right now.
Quick. Man, what do you think about like people that slid in this draft, like Cam Whitmore and what's my guy from Arkansas, a little bald head, light skinned dude for Boston? Man, some of these guys, man, Walsh, bro, man, they should not have went that far.
I think Cam Whitmore to Houston was cool. I've talked about him just about every summer league video because coming in, we thought he was going to be a lottery, and he fell pretty far. I think Houston got themselves a gem there. And then Walsh, he's really showed me some things up there in Boston in the summer league as well. So I've had some fun enjoying watching the summer league. We only got like 2 more days left before it comes to an end. I'm going to be sad missing the NBA again until it gets back. But, yeah, man, it's been fun to see a lot of the young guys get in there, get some work before they translate on to the NBA.
Definitely. I think a lot of these guys are going to end up making these teams, and we'll be able to see them against the real stars, see them battle out against these veterans and stuff. And interesting season, man. These young fellas, they definitely coming to hoop right now, man. I love it. I love it for the NBA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got 17 and a half baseball games today, as Ron said. I've been running with that. That's funny. That suspended game, but a lot of baseball action today, man. You're having an incredible baseball season right now. I'm interested to see what you're cooking up for the people today.
Man, I'm gonna go a little bit contrarian. Everything I looked up probably told me to get on the under in this game, but I'm on the over, man. We're going to Coors Field and Yankees versus the Rockies, over 11.5. You got Clark Schmidt on the mound, 4.4 ERA and 1.3 WHIP. Clark Schmidt came out kind of forced into the higher role in this rotation with the pitching injuries with New York, and he got smacked early. Let's just keep a spade, but he got it together. He's had some great outings, 4 or 5 games, only allowing 1 or 2 runs. But we've seen some regression lately, back to giving up around the 3-4 run areas in New York. I know you guys are saying New York can't bat. What are you doing on the over? Well, I agree with you. They're not batting well right now, but if there's a team that you can come and get some runs against, it's going to be against the Rockies and Connor Seaball with a 6.6 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. He has not looked good. Not only has he not looked good in his home games, that's where he gets rocked a lot. And Clark Schmidt on the other side of that, I'm going back to him in his road games. That's where you see a lot of struggle for them. And I just like this over here in Coors Field tonight. I feel like this is a tricky one that you can look at and think under. But I think we can get over just from these starting pitchers alone. And we'll talk about this bullpen a little bit. New York bullpen has been pretty good on the season, but we've seen some regression in this last 10. And Rockies bullpen haven't been good at all. So give me the over 11.5 runs in this one, man. I think we see some runs. Bring your gloves out. I think we can get the over 11.5 pretty fairly quickly in this one too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wayne on the over. Rockies, Yankees. Overs in Coors Field scare me just because I know every day that they're juiced. I just know that it probably should be 10. And it's 12, most days.
You're right.
But that doesn't mean that they still don't fly over the total, because the elevation up there is crazy. And on a good hitting day, man, I could see some balls that are usually pop outs being out of the stadium. And I kind of like how you're going contrarian on this one today. I could see some balls flying out of here today. 12 is a little high for me, but over for my guy Wayne Scott, Yanks, Colorado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today?
Over at Pick Dogs, man, I lost my bet of the day yesterday. Looking to bounce back in a major way on that one. Didn't like it. I had a bad taste in my mouth after that one yesterday. And I have a 3-pack for you guys. So go over there and grab that 3-pack, grab my bet of the day, either or. Pair me up with one of these fine handicappers that you see on this show, and let's continue to cash on this baseball season, man. I'm really loving this card today. Really loving the bets that I have out today, and really feeling good about them early right now. So let's run it up. And I'm speaking on a little boxing like Mitch. I'm like Mitch, man. I don't know if you guys seen that episode 1, but man, that was a great episode. Great build up to this fight, man. And I'm ready for number 2. So if it comes out tonight, I'll be with Mitch in my seat, ready to watch that, man. These guys been talking some good crap, and both of them really look like they want to take each other's head off. Great build up.
Yep, I'm more excited than a kid in the candy store. Like, I can't wait for this fight, man. It's gonna be one for the ages. Like, I'm gonna be talking about this fight when I'm 45. I'm 20.
Facts. We'll be talking about it together.
Yeah, so, man, I can't wait, man. Appreciate you joining me today, though. I hope you keep up the good work, man. You've been putting up some crazy units in baseball. Keep it up, my man. And hopefully I see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir, man. Same with you, Jay. Seeing you on that leaderboards, man. Stay up there. Everybody on Pick Dogs was pretty much hot yesterday, so hope everybody continues that, and let's finish this baseball season out strong. I get what y'all Pick Dog fan.
All right, my guy Wayne joining me today. Got one more guest, last but certainly not least, man. Mr. Dom Club. Eric.
What's going on, buddy?
Talk to me, man. What's up?
Well, we were doing that pre-show with the whole group in the back office, and I didn't realize that yesterday there was 13 completed games, and then you guys informed me that 3 dogs won and 10 favorites won. And I'm like, what? Because I went 2-0 on my dog channel yesterday, and then my free selection on yesterday's video was Detroit. So I had all 3 plays. Detroit, winner. Houston, winner. Colorado, winner. On the favorite channel yesterday for all the clients after the All-Star break, we were 3-1 yesterday. Orioles, Atlanta, -1.5. Boston, and the only loser was the Reds, going 5-1. You're a dime player yesterday. You make $49.50 for the evening. You make $29.50 going 2-0 on the dogs, and you make $19.50 going 3-1 on the favorites. So let's talk about that for a second. Think about that. You made a dime more on 2 plays versus 4 plays. And this is why I tell people it's so hard. And again, we have the favorite channel, but long term, you have to have the mix, because while everybody's talking about units on the leaderboard, I'm always talking about money. I mean, I did a video before the break, 122 and 162, down 40 games on my underdog channel on the Dime Club, down 40 games plus 24.6 units. So you're down 40 games and you're plus, not counting yesterday, and you're up 24. Dime players 122 and 162 going into the All-Star break, up $24,660. So again, I've said this several times and I'll say it again. Handicappers, which is, you guys are great, are looking at pitchers. Wise guys like myself, professional betting groups, are only concerned with price. And I said this the last live we did. If you simply have no access to information, if you're just starting out and you're small, don't even look at the games. Log into the computer and just say, okay, I'm going to bet any team where I'm getting plus 50 cents or more. I'm more than likely going to scalp a profit. So with that being said, Washington plus 165, Oakland plus 190, Detroit plus 180, Chi Sox plus 235, which is the White Sox, and Kansas City game 1 plus 235. You have 5 selections at plus 50 cents, greater than 50 cents, from 65 cents to 235 cents. You go 2 and 3 on the right games, you actually make money. You're not looking at the pitchers, you're completely just looking at the price. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's not for everybody, as you and I have discussed, as Mitch has discussed. This is for clients. I get text messages. I just had a gentleman from Virginia send me a text message while we're on the air. Everybody's interested in accessing this product. They hear the results I'm talking about, but you have to have the constitution and the fortitude to be able to roll with it and understand that if you're looking at win-loss percentages, especially on the dog side, you're always going to lose more games than you win. When I tell that to people, it makes their mind explode. You're always going to lose more games than you win because the dogs only win 40% of the time. So you have to spot play. Yesterday, 3 dogs won. We had all 3 dogs. We had a great day. Today could be the worst day in the world. But if I have 5 games today, which I'm not saying I do, don't know what I have yet, I can go 0-5 after yesterday, and I'm down $100 because I already made that 4.9 units yesterday. So I always have a free roll coming off a good winning dog day, which is how you can be down 40 games and be up 24.6 units. In terms of my complimentary selection, look, I hate being a home favorite. I do this to you guys every week. You know, I originally had one home favorite dog that I was going to give out, but you know what? The Orioles, what do you got to say about them? You told me off air you had the Marlins. I just got to take the Orioles as a favorite. They are 30-12 as a favorite, as a short price, minus 20 cents. I see no compelling reason not to just auto bet the Baltimore Orioles when they're at home or when they're a favorite, and it's a short price, 20 cents.
Baltimore O's. Yeah, I was tempted to take my money Marlins yesterday.
And they're good.
With Sandy Alcantara, former Cy Young winner. Ain't having the season he quite was last year, but I thought yesterday was a good spot. But of course, it was not. The O's, I don't fade them at home very often. I promise you I don't. That's not a team on my fade list. I really like to ride the O's.
Well, it's interesting because they're actually negative. They're only up $240 at home. The key is not where they're playing. The key is when they're a favorite. For some reason, they're 23-21 as an underdog. 30-12 as a favorite. And they're 30-12 as a favorite. They have the best favorite record in the MLB. They're 30-12 as a favorite. But the key is being a favorite and not being a $200 favorite. So it wouldn't matter if they were 30-12, but they were laying an average price of 200. And that's why, again, you have teams like the Dodgers for anybody that loves the Dodgers, the worst team for like the last 7 years to bet on. You never will have them as a profitable season. And I don't know if you caught my video I did. Look, admittedly, we don't probably watch each other's videos because it's a lot of content we're churning out for the viewers. But I'll just throw this at you. The Washington Nationals are the last in the NL East, 36-54. If you've wagered on the Washington Nationals this season, you are plus $365. While you are 52-38 with the Dodgers and you're minus $162. That means the Washington Nationals make you more money than the Dodgers.
Yep.
That's the power of picking, as I have here, the dogs. Not only do I give out free winners, I get free clothing via Mitch. I'm going to try to get a color for each day of the week.
Yes, sir. I think I probably could do it if I wanted to. I have some back there.
So it's funny. I haven't worn this off the video yet. I'm going to just wear this out one day and just see the kind of what is that? What is that? What are you doing? What is that?
No, they'll recognize it. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah. If I walk into the casino, they'll definitely recognize it.
Yeah.
Well, they already recognize this. So they walk up to me. They just see me. They just start yelling, Eric, what do you got today?
Yeah, I definitely feel it sometimes when I'm out too. It's kind of crazy.
Now, again, we've talked to this before. You don't get the luxury of being able to drive to a casino like I do, do you?
I don't. It sucks. It sucks. Closest one is like 4.5 hours.
So I can drive from my office 45 minutes to Delaware, 45 minutes to West Virginia, 45 minutes to Washington, D.C., the main one and the big one they have over there. 15 minutes to downtown Baltimore and 20 minutes to North Baltimore. So I literally have 5 casinos within 45 minutes from my office.
Might have a neighbor soon. I'm gonna come up there with you.
But yeah, we're out of the All-Star break. Look, talking about dogs, even the dog won the All-Star break.
Yeah, they did.
Even the dog won the All-Star break, which I don't count in my dog figures, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Eric, man, I appreciate you joining me today, Mr. Dime Club. If the Dime Club is for you, call the number. They'll let you know exactly what it is, what it ain't. And hopefully I see you tomorrow.
You will see me tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You might see me with a helmet and some workout gear on because I might have to be in the middle of a 30-mile training ride, but you'll see me tomorrow.
Hey, you never told me. Did it rain on you last week? Did I cash my bet?
You cashed your bet. So here, I was going to actually text you on Skype. 1 second as I was pulling up, it went, the sky opened up. Caught me at the end.
That's good, man. I love cashing my bets, man. I love
There you go.
Appreciate you, Eric, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Mr. Dom Club, man. I love talking to Eric. That's everybody that I have for the show today, man. So I guess I'm up before I let you guys go. I'll give y'all a free play today. Let's see. I got something for y'all, man. Nobody talked about this game. Let's go to Boston. They were my play of the day yesterday. I had the Red Sox yesterday. I thought they would get them a dub behind Brian Bayo. And I think today, man, James Paxton, I think he gets them another win. Man, I like Marcus Stroman a lot. I've backed Stroman quite a bit this season, but we got to call a spade a spade. His last 3 games have been L's. St. Louis, Cleveland, and against Milwaukee. And he really didn't look that great in either. Against Milwaukee, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned. And against Cleveland, 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 innings. I think that the Red Sox, man, if you haven't been paying attention, who are absolutely rolling right now, get themselves another dub, man. James Paxton, he's been, he's looked good. They've won his last 2 starts against the A's. Take that with a grain of salt. It's the A's. But I like the outing he had against Toronto. We know how dominant the Toronto lineup can be at times. He went 7 innings, only 3 hits, no earns in that one. I think Paxton has a good outing today. I think the Red Sox continue rolling. And I like Stroman. I do think we'll see him bounce back later on in the season. But I think the Red Sox are the money play in this one. So give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line in that one. I have some plays for sale for y'all today as well. I have my $19 MLB play of the day. I hit it yesterday in the middle of a great MLB season, trying to keep it rolling. 3-0 day for me yesterday. I'm going to try to sweep it again today, man. So you can hop on my whatever I have over at Pick Dogs Premium. I will have a Summer League video for y'all here in a little bit. And so, yeah, that's what we got going on today. Thank everybody for joining me. And let's make some money on a Saturday. And we'll do it again all over tomorrow as I bring in the guys, run through the MLB card, and try to make some money per usual, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.